Education. Education is something that is forced upon us. It's something that's forced upon us. Limiting our choices to the things that others, far away and far removed from the actual dirty process of doing it, deem to be precious for the development of our minds. They assign curricula and timetables, and they institutionalize the idea of passing knowledge from well-learned professors to eager students. Only the idea is lost in the process of making us go to school, like to a prison chore. The dirty truth is that not 1 in 100 enjoys school for the benefits of education. We socialize, we play cool, and we play the generation-old game of bully and outcasts, of misfits and quarterbacks, of hip and strong, and the blight of fashion against real ideas and real people. But do we learn? Some of us achieve grades that seem to shout out at least that they managed to do things in a way their professor approved of. But do we learn? Do we know? And are we enabled to say we can do after we leave the mills and treadmills, the hacking order, downcast, blighted environment that school is for so many? Where do we balance ourselves against the knowledge that could have been accessed there, that could have been sold and wantonly bought there in an ideal world? Where do we balance ourselves between the lighticized facts from a seemingly higher-born intellectual royalty and the dumbed down and repeated artificial poetry of repetitive facts? Where do we stand? Where do we stand? Or do we manage to take a stand against the abuse our brains have been submitted to in a system that should have been a great gift to all of us and ended up to be a condemnment for most of us? Not passing the bright and rich and never failing flame of knowledge and cunning, but crudely extinguishing the star fires of curiosity and playfulness in our characters. What should have enabled us to become great ended up to be a process which fitted our creative minds into an automaton shape for brainless, socially agreeable and never questioning citizen of modern society. But we are not stuck in those times any longer. We approach a dawning age of postmodern education, where all knowledge becomes accessible in the most grandest and easiest way, and where curiosity is always rewarded, and where in the end of every lecture, buttons arise that ask you intriguingly and subversively and invitingly a magical question. Do you want to know more? Use and stand against the abuse that education has been for you. Use and become someone educated, and defy the decades you spend in rooms full of people there for a purpose that has failed them. Throw away meaningless papers and start learning for your own sake, for the sake of your peace of mind, for the sake of the species of great individuals that we might have been, that we still might be, that we are, if we all educate ourselves. Ourselves, far removed and far away from those that control the process, in the open arms of a society of equal sharing and caring and comparing, of discussing and demonstrating it, and always eager to teach people. Truly, the internet can do so much more than supply porn. Porn for the superficial, dumbed down satisfaction, for the stupefied monkey puppets that we are, dangling on the strings of instincts and dancing to the consuming tune of consumption. It can throw in the counter too. It can give the deeply satisfying gift right on the opposite and brighter side of this scale of enlightenment. It can. And if we ask and search and share the right things, will educate us. It will enlighten our vision if we let it, not just introduce us to the things we already know that we like, but if we start to jump into its diversity and start picking the pearls and the fruits and the elegantly done wishing wells of this new educational fountain. Start right now. Here's 20 links for you to begin with.